So we approached the 4 guest curators who are here today, Sue Andy, Kevin Dalton-Johnson, Emma Poulter and Alan Rice. For us, it's been an amazing experience because their researches into our collections have unearthed all sorts of stories and narratives about the collection, which were definitely hidden from curators here in the Whitworth. So I'd just like to say thank you to all of them for helping us to see parts of our collections in a new way. I'm going to hand over to Sue Andy now, who's going to say a few words, and then each curator will talk a little bit about their approaches to the show, and then we'll open it up for discussion. Okay, Sue Andy.
Okay, I want you so much nobody else knew I was going to do this. I'm just going to ask everybody to say their cultural heritage. Start with Alan, please.
Yeah, I'm white, working class, Sussex boy. Yeah.
I'm mixed heritage, so Asian and white.
Black, Jamaican, British.
And Nigerian Irish. I can never remember this man's real name. I remember the dirty name we used to call him. It's a poet. And I was in London one day and I saw him. Nelson had just come out of prison and apartheid was about to fall. And I stopped this brethren and I said, I bet you're really happy. I'm so happy for you. His country was going to be free. And he said, yeah, no more damn anti-apartheid free gigs. I'm now going to get paid. And it struck me in my mind that every time, we used to have the Anti-Racist Festival in Manchester, every time that event happened, they used to get in contact with all the black artists to do it for free. What's important about this exhibition is that the responsibility is across all our cultures. So this exhibition responds to the fact that all our hands are tainted by this history. We who were born in this country particularly, and we who live in this country as black people, cannot say, this is your history because you're white, it is our history because we're here. And this teamwork is a way of looking back on that history together and taking a responsibility for it. The exhibition is not an emotional response to the slave trade. It's emotive in the fact that the cultural collection didn't give a damn about the slave trade. They were just acquiring pieces of artwork. They didn't give a damn about the human beings in there. And in fact, of course, we were human beings. The difference, I would say, between the massacre, and it was a massacre of Jewish people, is they were murdered as people. Our first stance in life, our first struggle in life, was to be recognised as human beings. So we were just almost like the money exchange, so it didn't cost anything, that enabled people to collect these pieces of art and these pieces of our heritage and stick it in their living rooms and their galleries and all the rest of it, without one iota of thought about what was happening behind that. So each of us came to the exhibition with a very different angle, but with the same idea, that this almost hidden value of the arts, you know, was one we wanted to talk about. When our ex-Prime Minister was defending his right not to apologise for the slave trade, people kept asking what do I think about. Who gives a damn, you know? I don't care about Tony Blair. Ask me whether I think the Tate Art Gallery should say Tate and Lyle. That this gallery was built on the backs of my people. Yes, I care about that. So there have been some comments, I know in the book, that says there's not enough about the slaves. But that was not the extension, the intention of the exhibition. It was about how we, as a society, as England, see ourselves on a higher level to everybody else because we have culture, but not recognising where that culture comes from. And that all of us as individuals, we build culture, what we take from different people. And it doesn't matter whether that's whether you prefer a Vindaloo curry, a Madras curry, or you're eating escargot. Or egg and bacon, which is what I've just had, because that's the Irish bit of my culture. We take from different places. So the aspects we've brought to the exhibition are 4 very different mindsets, but with one intention. That makes sense?